guys, welcome back, welcome back. You are in the final hour of Funtastic Fridays. And you know, from you hear that sound, you know what time it is. It is time to talk the thing with Kim, all right? So, for this week, I wasn't here last week, guys. Forgive me. I mean, my body betrayed me. It got sick. Like, I'm just regular. I don't know. Like, I'm supposed to be super.
So where your body get sick from? Kim said the body got sick. Like I go pick it up at
The body got
supermarket.
sick. I don't mean get sick. The body got sick, right? And I had to help the body come back to, well, I'm not 100% now, but anyways, yeah. But I missed y'all last week, and I'm telling you the tips that we shared last week about overcoming the flu season. Them work. Coming out of them. After 3 or almost 4 days, I was good. All right. So, guys, for this week, we're gonna be discussing the day-to-day experiences of Jamaican women, and I love that we have 2 lovely Jamaican women in studio because
Well, actually, I have 3.
What a treat! What a third one.
Look like
Kim, you are one of them.
Oh, I mean, outside of me. Come here, wonder.
No, I said there's actually, Kim said 2, and I said there are actually 3. Why would any of you fret that you're not included?
I was actually wondering what Lionel trying to say.
Yeah, it's a competition.
But yeah, I was wondering what Lionel was trying to say. But anyways,
Why
so we have 3. We have
What is happening
3
over there?
lovely Jamaican ladies
Yes,
in
ladies.
studio. All right. So we're gonna be talking about the day-to-day experiences of Jamaican women. So before I even get into the conversation, I wanted to let y'all know the inspiration behind this talk. All right. When I let y'all know the inspiration, so. As we know, I think Wednesday was International Women's Day. I have a big up all the women out here, womening professionally and responsibly.
Yeah.
Yes, we be womening.
Woman is a verb.
Right, yes.
Woman is a verb.
Woman is a verb because I only put it
No.
I only put it.
Oh,
We womening.
that's true.
We be
Woman is a
womening,
verb.
okay?
That's true.
All right, so yeah. So International Women's Day happened, and I loved the outpour of support and love and admiration that I saw, right? It was very heartwarming. You had people bigging up their mother, sister, every female in their life. I just saw a bunch of pictures of random females. Oh, big up you, big up you, big up you, big up you. Yeah? And I loved it. However, I was a bit concerned because I'm like, hey, if we're seeing this amount of adoration and love on this specific day, why when I talk to Jamaican women on a daily basis, another vibe that I get, I think women feel admired and loved and appreciated. For most people, and these are the conversations I'm in, I don't know about y'all,
Well, that's kind of...
Jamaican women tend to be very afraid.
Well, not only that, Kim, that's generally the vibe as well, Mother's Day. I would assume that probably most of the mothers not feel mothers and love
That's
throughout
true,
the year.
except for the one day.
Except for the one day, so yeah.
Fair enough.
So we need probably to find a way to put more
all year
flow
round and not
throughout
on
the year.
specific
Right.
days. But it really just carried me to the mindset of, hey, you know what? I think we need to share the opinions and the experiences of some women, right? 'Cause of course we can't talk to all Jamaican women, but some that we can reach out and say, hey, and this is actually the question I asked them. How do you feel as a Jamaican woman, as a woman living in Jamaica? Right? That was the question. And, a few asked additional questions. I'm like, yo, I don't want to lead your answer. If me tell you, reason it out, it's not going to tell you what me think. But I don't want that. So, as a woman, how do you feel? So, I mean, yeah. So, they had to think a bit. But trust me, I told them about 30-second maximum. People them talk.
Yeah.
The ladies was like, hold on, I got an avenue to say how I be feeling. So, guys, what we're going to do today, we're going to play some of these voice notes that we got. I have a message, I think, from somebody that just said, Kim, my voice notes got too long. But this is my, she gave me a little speech. Right? So we're gonna do that, and then as ladies, we're gonna, analyze it together, discuss it, and also speak about if we ourselves have experienced these things as well. All right? So we're gonna get into some voice notes, and if it is that you're on the live or you're listening on the radio, feel free to share your feedback. If you're on the live, drop your comments as usual. We'll read it. If it is that you're listening on the radio, and we know when I have the WhatsApp number, but if it is that you don't, 792-876, let me start over, 876 792-3530 and drop your comments there. Lionel will be checking that line. So if it is that you have feedback that you want to add to the conversation, because it's right now the space for you to share how you been feeling.
Yeah, we want to hear from the ladies. So
we
if you
want to hear how you been feel.
If there's a lady next to you, tell her to me. Share your views on this.
Share your views on this.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into the first voice note. They're all anonymous because I didn't want anybody to feel shy and afraid to say what they want to say. But say, listen, anonymous, say how you feel. Be very genuine. Talk the thing. And that is what they did. So let's get to it.
All right, listen carefully. All right, so while we get the audio notes ready, remember the WhatsApp line 876-792-3530. You can send in your information, your experience, share with us.
Even before listening to the voice notes that we're gonna play, can feel free to share your experience.
Yeah.
So this first one, bear in mind, guys, it's a little lengthy, but I thought it was really good insight. So she said, some men in Jamaican society do respect women. She'd like to begin like that. However, they will have manners and they will be cordial, but they are the few. Firstly, ladies, do we relate to that?
Yes.
Do we think that the men with respect and manners are far and few?
Yes. Definitely.
Yes. That's not the norm nowadays.
Okay, that's not the norm. All right, so she on to something. The majority have a self-entitled way about them where they believe that women should do whatever a man wants, be it physically, sexually, etc. Even in this modern society, there are men who wholeheartedly believe that women should still be barefoot and pregnant.
I beg your pardon?
She said there are men that still believe that. That believe that the woman's space is in the kitchen, in the house, cooking, cleaning, with on my hand and foot, and true. I should be her sole provider.
True.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I've seen that.
So that's what she said. There are men that still believe that women should be barefoot and pregnant. I don't know. Experience this?
That sounds very rush. Like
I was talking to this young man the other day. Now this is a young man who has hopes of him and I getting into something.
Yeah.
And he said to me, he does not want his wife to work. Mind you, this man met me at UTech. He knows that I'm
pursuing a career.
And he's like, his wife should be at home
doing
cooking, cleaning, and looking good.
Okay.
And I'm like,
that's not bad.
So you met me. First of all, him not wanting wife work. His wife is not going to work. It's not going to happen. Him not wanting woman to make her
first
own money.
First though, Devadeen, does this man have his own business?
He's no. He's a university student as well.
So that's why you can't ignore that because he himself cannot afford that.
No, but what she's not about ignoring what he can afford or not.
Right.
It's the fact that he even has that mindset. That's what he's
but that's why I'm saying sometimes ladies, we listen to things that we don't consider that people just talk foolishness more time.
He is serious.
But what I'm saying to you, he will never get what he wants. Whether or not the ladies want it or not.
We have to think about whether he's gonna get there. Why do you think this should be how a life should be like?
You're gonna meet me at university.
No,
I pursue my degree.
No, but
and you're gonna tell me say after me get it, and if something happen between me and you, and we get married, would have to sit down on me yard with me degree.
No, but you see that's what I'm saying.
And push come to shove me and him
left.
left.
Whether him can do it or not.
This is the thing, Kim.
You're focused on the wrong part.
No, I'm not focusing on any wrong part. What I'm saying to you, ladies, is that when a man wants to get a woman, he'll say anything. That sounds like a look at lyrics. I lyrics.
No, it was not because
he can't afford
I disagreed with what he was saying.
He can't even afford it.
No, that's not it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I get what you ladies are saying, I do get what you ladies are saying.
When he
but
does,
what I want you ladies to
afford it though.
But
that's the point.
That's gonna be somebody's life.
That's going to be somebody's life.
We will call that if we are all alive in 15 years. We will check back with Devadeen. I can guarantee you, men who say those things, do not capitalize because they can't even afford it.
Alright, no, the reality there is men who actually think that.
No, but if you see, that's why I asked that first question. If he had his own business, then he would actually be able to do what he's saying. You get what I'm saying?
You're still focusing on the wrong part.
Oh boy.
About whether I'm going to achieve it or not. That's not the problem.
Let's say that he has his own thing. With his goal in mind when he's pursuing Devil is that Devil, even though Devil get her degrees, that she's going to.
She need to, not going
right.
to.
What?
She needs to.
She has to.
Yeah.
Right. She's gonna sit at her yard. She's gonna sit on her degree.
Sleep with it on her pillow at night time.
He's like,
put it on her wall. She's
wash, cook, take care of the kids, and look good. And I'm like,
And you know, that's one of the things that a lot of people warn women about, that you see men that want that, they want to be the sole provider.
Yes.
You have to be careful. Yes, some women might see it as romantic, but some of them is for control.
Facts.
Because if you need anything you need, if it comes to me, I have lots of rights in your life.
And
that's the reality.
You cannot leave
A
because
lot of women can't.
You can't leave because how are you going to survive now?
So, you know, your resume have a big gap.
Right,
and this man just been taking care of you for 10 years.
Right.
Doing
and
nothing.
Doing what?
So you have to be careful with that. So we're not saying, I know, we get what you're saying now, but we're saying we don't really focus on whether you're going to get there or if people are just saying it. Why are you even thinking like this? Why is it even a thought, you know?
I'm just it.
So you're supporting, Deva, that men out there still believe that women should be barefoot and pregnant. And the reality as well, because I can say, based on what my mom told me once, is that my dad did that. He actually told her that he doesn't want his wife to work. And like you, she was a student.
But
you know,
I would assume that...
But you know, you're in love and family and stuff, and you're like, all right, you know, my husband wants this. I'm going to do it. And yeah, my dad was a provider at the time and stuff, but that was something he wanted.
And that was what she was okay with, I would assume, at the time.
That discussion we never had.
At the time.
But it has been listed as a regret.
Okay.
Wow.
Right? It has been listed as a regret. So ladies, enough always see it, oh my God, he wants to take care of me. I'm not going to say that was the intent behind my dad. We're not relating that. I'm just giving an example that it did happen.
Yeah.
Right? You do have some men who genuinely just think, and probably they see it as a chivalrous thing to do.
That's the part I'm saying.
Some of them might see it as chivalry.
That's what I'm saying.
But some men, it's not chivalry. It's control.
They mean it.
Exactly, right? So we have to be careful with that. So far the ladies are on board that, you still have some men that want that. So she continues to say, this mindset, I think, is attributes to things that men are exposed to. For example, pornographic material, where they give men a false idealistic view of how women are always ready and willing to basically agree to anything without opposition. Also, their high sex drive, where some men don't care. They want it anywhere, whenever they want it, however they want it, right? So she's saying that men grew up with a certain mindset, right? And she goes further in saying, all this being said, it's becoming unsafe for women to be in society without being objectified or abused based on this mindset. Even for me, I dread being in public spaces. So let me stress that. I dread being in public spaces because of how I look. Men will catcall me or look at me lustfully, like there's nothing more to me than that. It makes me feel unsafe because you can't judge what a person may or may not do nowadays. I find it better to just avoid them where I can because safety is key. I should be able to go where I want and dress how I want without being objectified. Even if women are wearing a crocus bag, man would still be all over them. Yes. So the people more like to say, oh, it's a woman, and it's how they're dressing, they're inviting. No, I should have a choice. Blaming. Exactly, right? And as she said, if Umandina want crocus bag, he wanna still find something to like.
I like your crocus bag.
Just to go to the top of my road, it was a problem. And if I'm to go up there to go get anything, the amount of pseudo hair, from brown eyes, pretty eyes, all sorts of eyes, every coolie this, and I'm like, why? Why you think this is a need? Do you think I'm going to respond? Do you think this is the way how you talk to somebody?
Yeah.
Do you think that I find this attractive? And I think you do this every day. You don't want to try something else?
No, I always say you can't say that stuff because I guess so. My reasoning, I don't know if it's true, but I always say them talk like that or they try that continuously because it works with some women.
No,
and that's a sad reality.
It
works with some.
It's a sales technique.
It's a technique. Yeah,
it's basically the ratio of yes to no. So they'll try 100 times and get 199 no's and wait on the one
I
yes.
have literally been in a taxi, route taxi, and this is one of the reasons I don't take route taxis anymore. boy, baby, me not like for the and start list out what he would like to do. Literally just sat down in the taxi and I was in the front seat, not because I wanted to go, it was a seat available, right? And this man literally, and my first thought was, this work with anybody? And my second thought was, of course it does for some, right? Yes, bear in mind, Jada, me, you, Dev, or whatever, I'm not going to say you have class or whatever, but you have women who some don't value themselves as much. So the fact that, let's say for example, you're a woman and all your life, people are there say ugly and you're this and you're that and you're that. And then one man come to you, boy, baby, you're the hottest thing.
You're going to...
Chances are,
oh, my mom was warning me.
Because us people never really built up their self-esteem, never really built up. So now the first man will come to you and say, boy, baby, I like his skin. Oh my God, he loves me, because she's not used to that, right? And you have a lot of women right now in this day and age, your age group, all of that, who are like that. And that's why we always say, oh, them man end up with woman.
Frightened.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Right. But guess what? It's a reality. Some of them is not that they choose to be like that. Once again, it's their upbringing. And that's why I'm saying be careful what you say to your kids. Because the first person who will give them attention and show them to them special.
Right.
Oh, where am I going to go?
You know, I was having a discussion with somebody and they said, yesterday, they were just talking generally, but I was sitting there and there's like, you know what they would hate? And this is a man saying it. He said, you have a daughter and, you know, she never looked so good when she growing up, and by the time she grew up and this is how she turned. She frightened for... And I said, what do you mean by that? He's like, she frightened for man. And I was like, but... that's not, I don't think that's how you should address it though. You have a daughter, you look at your daughter, you tell your daughter, oh, you're beautiful.
Well, I would assume that person doesn't have a daughter.
They don't, they have
if
sons.
you do have a daughter, you'll find that the daughter is going to be beautiful to you. So that's what I'm saying. So usually those persons who say those things are persons who don't have no reaction to having a daughter.
If he is a dad that's like that as well.
That's what I'm saying. His mind is part of the problem. Right.
Because not only how he talks to her, you know, but the fact that sometimes you have to be careful about how protective you are of your kids. Because I've always used this example. I said kids are literally, I mean, I don't want nobody to take this out of context, but imagine a bird in a cage, right? In the cage, you can see everything. Literally, there's no fence to block you out. Literally in a cage, you just have little bars, but you can see the world, right? That's what also protective parents are like. You can't do this, you can't do that, man, I'm a kid do nothing.
But you see it
when you do let go that bird, what's the first? The bird fly to everything and check it out. Because guess what? They've always seen this. They've always been curious. They were never allowed to. So if you literally go and let go a bird right now, then fly go the leaf, then fly go the wall, then fly and then start check out everything, and then that's when they're like, oh, they're frightened for man. You never gave them the chance. Not saying you're gonna just let them free, but you need to sort of temper it and gradually get there. So that's the fault. That's why them say Pastor Pitney the worst Pitney, you know. Because Pastor Pitney is so strict.
Yeah, usually
grown up so strict. So the minute you get to go live on campus, oh my Lord, everything where your friend them used to talk about, the man them where used to run it out, oh, this and that talk about.
But I was never like that though.
Yeah.
It may be, but the thing is as well, so parents not talking to their daughters.
My mom, you see that?
My mother talks.
My mom talked to me. My mom don't give me the talk. Talk from I was like in my 3rd grade. She never got in details with it. She went into 3rd grade. She said by the time you hit puberty, there are going to be people that are going to come to you and tell you that, oh, you must run down this. She said nothing not running away from you, girl. So you keep your head on your body and focus on your book. By the time I hit grade 6. Don't call my name. My mother will Miss Jade will pull our belt in public. Oh,
and you know what? Some of these men are just like disgusting.
I feel like they target.
Listen, first of all, I want to share some these disgusting experiences.
Right.
We're talking about day-to-day experiences.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the break. We're gonna go to the break.
And then we'll come back and share some of these experiences.
We're gonna play the voice notes as well before we get into that as well. So when we come back from the break, we're gonna have actual audio clips from women who have shared their experiences, and we're gonna get the views of the other ladies in studio as well. So don't go anywhere. Talk the thing with Kim. Very, very heated.
Very, very active.
We're gonna find out what can we do, where can we go. Let's go.
Ready.
News Talk 93.7